Welcome back to Management Classics and the last episode of the presentation one-on-one video series. In this episode we continue with how you can perform your best on stage and by doing so get the most out of your preparations. This time a bit more focused on confidence on stage and visualization. Continuing where we left off with emphasizing and speaking, knowing where to emphasize gets even more important if you have used relaxed formulations to lighten up the mood of your presentation. Because these words and formulations they've added needs to feel totally effortless. If you practice too little, the audience will notice and will get opposite effect instead. So, that data that we showed really support the thesis that we explained earlier. And the only thing remaining is, can you dig it? Yes, I sure can. The same goes for animations. If they are dependent on the timing of your speaking, you really need to nail it. Without the timing, the cohesive feel we are looking for will be long gone and instead replaced by a less clear message or a feeling of overused animations, depending on how far off the timing is. And here we can see with this new quickly moving market that it is really hard for us right now to tackle it. Okay, so quickly moving on. To the next thing, we can see that here so, you know the script and how you should speak. Then it's time to make sure that you will show confidence on stage. Start with getting accustomed to actually using the whole stage. It is safe and comfortable to spend the entire presentation by the podium, but it will give it a stiff feel. Instead, bring energy to the room by, for instance, moving around, using a positive body language like smiling and showing the palm of your hand, and looking at the entire audience. And then I don't mean that you should stare at one person at a time, but rather to glance over the crowd so you look present. A good tool to use to become more comfortable and being able to show it on stage is visualization. There are countless ways of doing it. I will explain one of them. Start with closing your eyes and painting a picture of how it will look on the big day. As detailed as possible. How does it look, sound, feel, smell? The more details the better. Walk through all the different steps and imagine everything going great. The audience paying attention, you speaking exactly as you want, and feeling confidence. As soon as you feel your pulse rising or you becoming stressed or insecure, you open your eyes and stop the exercise. Realize that nothing happened and that you, despite the hiccup, still are safe and sound. Let your pulse drop and then start over. Repeat this until you can go through the whole presentation without your pulse rising. And here it is not a question about 4 or 5 times, but rather 30 times. When the big day finally arrives, you will feel that you already have done it and therefore feel and show a lot more confidence in your ability to perform. Alright, that is everything for this episode, which means that it also is everything for this video series. Hopefully you have enjoyed these videos and picked up some points that you will try yourself. Please leave a comment and tell me your thoughts of it, good and bad. And of course, until next time, enjoy the journey. Bye.